Ah, hello everyone. And I guess since you're sitting in your usual box, hello Utopia. Ah, gosh. As much as I love raiding, and I've missed raiding in 14, holy crap is it wrecking my sleep. I'm so tired. Aw, that's fine. The VOD's always there if you wanna catch up with it and see what I did. Hope you have a good day. That... I'll leave the music going while I'm opening up the game. Oh, I'm sure I will. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I don't have my model set up. That's a big yikes. Please excuse the beeps. That'd be pretty awkward. There we go.
Captain on bridge.
Here we go. Let's stop the music for now. Ugh. Oh, there should be a new box thing, right? Free box. This is the wrong account. I'm so well planned. One sec, guys. Gotta switch back to the other one. Oh, I'm so tired. I may need to start doing like meditation and stuff again. Because I know in the past I used to do some meditation before bed, and it makes your sleep feel like you slept 5 times longer. You feel so much more rested when you meditate. Wait, did I just switch from Americas to Americas? Not what I wanted to do. But yeah, no, like I got a decent amount of sleep last night. I got like 7, 8 hours of sleep, which is
Captain on
about
bridge.
average for me. It's not like I'm getting less sleep from the rating. I think the rating is just draining my energy, so I need more. Oh, box. Before I do that, let's do my dailies. But yeah, because I'm tired, we'll see what I do. I might do Elysian Realm after, might do a Chronicle or something. It's what I announced, but it depends how long this takes. I may just do Vanish with the Stars and then end it, because I am feeling really, really tired. And there is other stuff I want to get done today, too. Oh, I have to get the box on this account. Box. Do we get a ticket in the box? Oh, nope, we get a suitcase. As is usual, the Armada is low fame and panicking. Turn into EXP. Cannot afford ticket. Probably not going to be able to for the end. Money. been really laggy. I think I need to restart my computer, but I can do that after stream, obviously. Not the best time when I'm in stream. Oh, I just realized this game's sound is really low. One sec. I turn the volume down when I'm doing the rating. Because I don't have the game and Discord on the same line, but I need to be able to hear my friends. They're very loud. So I turn down all desktop audio for stream. Stigmata. Oh, because I upgraded it. Wait, do I not have errands? What? Okay. I don't know why I didn't have any selected. Oh, I have just enough. Oh, but can you do it? No, I had just enough. Ooh, let's turn in the dailies. There's enough for a pull. Oh. Enough for an upgrade. Ooh. SS Bronya. Actual achievement. Probably just the leader skill, but I'm gonna check it. Oh, there's something else too. And then leader skill. Leader skill always goes up when you rank up. Okay. Actual achievement. Ooh, crystals for those achievements too. I really need to get these done. I have 4 days left. Specifically, Elysian Realm one I'm gonna have to do, and Universal Mirage, which this one is hard. Because floor 6 is technically a level 80 thing. I think, 70 or 80. So I am very underleveled for that. But getting these two done... Like, finalization, I can't do this one anymore. Because tomorrow is finalization, so... This will be gone before next week's. And I'm not gonna reach Red Lotus before this ends. I'm just not. Unless this week is... I'll have to check. If this week is Q Singularis, maybe. Crystals? Huh? Crystals? Oh. And not crystals. There's only 10 things left in here though, so I should be able to get all these at least. Box. Yeah, I should be able to finish that. It's just finishing the path, because this is 300 crystals in a cube. I'd like to get that. Plus whatever else we get. Let's see, is it Q Singularis this week? It is. How do you see the ranks? I can't remember the ranks. Is Red Lotus the one after Agony? Because if so, I might be able to. Ranks. Doesn't show ranks there. I think I would have to go through this to see the ranks. But depending on who I'm paired up against, I might be able to do Q Singularis. I might be able to get that one done, but we'll see. Oh, Valkyrie, because I upgraded her. But we got one pull. Oh wait, we have 2 pulls because I got crystals. Hey, exactly 2 pulls. I don't think there's anything else I want to pull on. I'm sad because the fire Kiana gear is gone. I wanted that on my main, but didn't get enough crystals to get more. But this is still going away in 4 days. Do we have any tickets? No. Do my usual silly ritual. Roll the 3. Oh, not 3 times. And we hope for the best. Nope. Skill material, still good. I need so much of those, so... And one more. Money! I don't remember when the last character I got. Did I get one last time? Oh! Next pull is a character, guaranteed. I guess we'll see what we get. Maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get enough to do it at the end of today. Did I get the crystals from this event? Yes, I did. I don't know if we're gonna get enough for a pull today. But we can try. But now that all the dailies and stuff are done, time to jump into the event. I'm gonna die. We do have to do the Energized Daily. I have 9 of them. Unfortunately, it's 6 per, so I won't be able to do another one until tomorrow. I'm still not sure if I'm going to stream this again tomorrow or stream it on Wednesday, but we shall see. Behind me go. Interesting name choice. I don't remember what any of these fights are. I'm just gonna pick random ones. I'm actually not sure I've done the left 2, so I guess I'll do those 2 after this. Easy. I don't know, I'm really enjoying just basic combat music today. Maybe it's just because I'm tired, but it's just easier for me to lose myself in music right now. Oh. Okay. Oh, he's gone. I feel like being this tired is gonna make me more emotional. I am now worried for the story. Okay, that Fish isn't gonna do anything for this team. You're not gonna do anything for this team. You're not gonna do anything for this team. Does anyone have physical buffs? Anybody? Okay, at least that gives me SP. Just popped on the ultimate.
不会再害怕，看到了吗？这是我们的胜利。
I won't lie, as much as I know a lot of games do it to try and like, oh yay, you did it, I really hate victory tunes. I kinda wish it just continued the music. Okay. Do this one, which is just any Ella, whatever name we want to use. Jeez, Pell starts with such little health.
不许你伤害西亚，跟我一起战斗吧！是是是。表现的不错，希尔，你进步了。
Only Psy types that get it? Why is everyone in my alliance just has elemental buff? Why not? Crit rate. I'm not gonna hit 20 hit combo probably, but why not?
希尔会和大家一起战斗的。丽塔，来玩捉迷藏吧。拜托了，另一个我，真拿你没办法。
There's some tanky archers.
来捉你们了。系统警告。
Oh my gosh. Oh, she didn't do it this time. Last time we did this stage, Carol just kind of ran around the whole map punching everyone. What's that little blue thing? I actually don't know what that was. There was a little blue thing on the ground. And charging animation that takes forever. Boom. And at least this one gives everyone SP. Not that I think I really need it, but have it.
跟我一起战斗吧！是是是。
There we go.
看到了
I
吗？
think that's the last one we need to continue the story. I can do the other 3 dailies. Maybe next time, or maybe just off stream. I won't lie, I was gonna do these before stream, but I forgot. But there we go. Part 3 unlocked. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be able to do the whole story, but I really hope I am. But again, if I can't do the whole story, I will probably look up a video and watch the last part on the last stream before this event goes away. Look, why did that disappear so quick? Alliance formed out of extreme hostility, I think it said? And there was something else and I missed that. Oh well. Ugh. But beasts. Why the envoys and the aiding troops all went missing? What happened to them? With Miss Ironfist's robotic voice ringing in my ears, my consciousness had drifted freely in the twilight zone. I felt as if I was soaking in a hot spring, but very soon the pleasure was brutally ended by someone slapping my face. Who is it? My eyes opened to find a machete's point dangerously close to my nose. Hey, who are you? I'm just passing by. Stay clear of this place. War is coming, and things are going to get nasty. The Shixel emblem on the soldier's armor almost gave me a heart attack. Thank goodness they soon left me alone. Not far from where I stood, the Shixel and Jormungand soldiers were marching towards Moon and Buria. The twins are little devils that won't go down easily. Maybe something big happened on their way to Moon and Buria. One puzzle after another, somehow I felt finding them was the key to putting together all the puzzle pieces. I went on towards the border valley. It's a path rarely trodden upon, save for a few monster trails. After a long while, I finally reached the valley. Based on Rita's intel, this is where everything began to fall apart. In the embrace of high cliffs, a waterfall poured down. On the ground, a maze of winding tracks led to darkness. I kept walking for I didn't know how long, until I finally spotted some traces left by humans. Some rubble, a military lamp, and a pack. I was about to check the pack when I saw something move in the corner. Lilia? It turned around and something it held fell to the ground. Captain? You didn't make it back? It's a long story. Hungmin's formation went wrong. Why are you here? There are a lot of monsters in this cave, and I'm trapped here. Monsters? I meant to ask more, but I suddenly caught a glimpse of some weird-looking monsters rearing their heads. That's them. I fought them off many times, but they always came back, like there's a demon on the other side. I can't kill them all, and I can't drive them away. I'm never leaving this cave now. Wait, they found us. Our eyes met the monsters, and they began to charge at us immediately. Right before it's too late, I yanked Lilia to the side. The monsters couldn't stop and bumped into the wall. Oh no, is that going to be a mechanic in the next fight? Is it the weird thing where you have to dodge out of the way so they hit something? The cave trembled heavily, and crushed stones began to rain down. Run, Lilia. No, maybe not. No crabs. Nope, no extras, just empty pluses.
莉莉娅出击，发现坏蛋。
Ooh, badass rock music. Come on, attack me. Attack me.
是，变成星星吧。嘿，吼呀，嘿，吼，吼。
changing now to this.
Shield. 终极 lucky attack.
I got hit by a rock. Oh. Wait, can you not dodge through the rocks? I feel like I shouldn't have got hit by that. I really like this theme. I've never heard this theme before. This must be unique to this.
不想吃东西.
Come on. Why are you running?
Shield. 变成星星吧.
What is it suddenly did? I feel like I might have missed a few dialogue boxes there, but
今日
it
演
did.
出成功.
Phew, we're safe now. The monsters didn't catch up. By the way, why are you here? I got separated from the Shixel soldiers. That's it? You sure know how to skip all the important parts. Oh, fine, I'll start with the beginning. After we got into Kongmin's formation, I don't know what happened, but I was sent to Shixel. Rosa, Irika, Kongmin, Captain, you were all gone. I saw the enlistment ad that said 300 a month with food and shelter, so I signed up and got sent to Imburia. On our way, we found some villagers chased by monsters. We wanted to save them, but more monsters came and we split. So the Shixel soldiers are still alive? Yeah, should be. Maybe they're trapped at other places. Oh, right, the messenger from Imburia is also with them. I see. We walked into the cave as we talked. All of a sudden, some soft noise came from the darkness ahead. Hush, is it monsters? Nah, it's slap sounds. Maybe someone is playing mud. Eh? Lilia? Is that you, Lilia? Oh, of course it's fucking Rosalia playing in the mud. Freaking child. The next second, something in the dark popped up and grabbed Lilia. Rosa, ugh. I thought you were dead. You're hurting me. Captain is here too. Great. Rosalia, why are you here? Same story, I'm guessing. There are lots of monsters in this cave, and I'm trapped here. Yep. These two, so different, yet so much the same. I fought them off many times, but they always came back, like there's something terrible on the other side. I can't kill them all, and I can't drive them away. I'm never leaving this place now. Can you help me, Captain? This sounds familiar. Oh, right, I got it now. Yeah, not surprised. Oh, frickin' twins. Oh, let go now, Rosa idiot cup. Ah, Lily. She looks way too happy. Oh, I love the twins. Let go, Rosa. Your hands are full of mud. Stay away from me. What is with this, like, 20th century Fox background music? It just reminds me of old movies. Oh, right. Come check out my stove. You call that slump of mud a stove? That's what I learned in Jormungand. Super useful. Rosalia, you haven't told us why you're here. I'm now the second biggest boss in Jormungand. I came with thousands of brothers for some serious business. That's nothing compared to me. I'm a Shixel general now. These two just climbed the ranks in like a month or two. The Corsair Queen gave me her treasure. Let me find it. Ta-da! The Jormungand Universal Compass. Looks like it's made of brass and totally soaked. Pretty much useless now. Even without the compass, the great Rosalia can always tell directions. Duh, I don't believe it. Well, I believe neither of you, right? Where are the Jormungand soldiers? I got separated. Oh, that's a surprise. It's like you two were following the same script. We were about to save Kongmin, but we ran into some villagers, whose village was taken by monsters. But there were too many of these monsters, and we couldn't beat them. We got trapped here and there's no way out. The twins being here means the other soldiers are not far away either. Only a matter of time before we find them, but... Villagers and monsters, pretty much the same story told by Lilia before. Is it possible it's an illusion? They see the other team as monsters, so they're just fighting each other? Rosalia and Lilia, do you still remember what the villagers looked like? No, but the leader was a man in black. No, but the leader was a man in black. Oh, are you two messing with me? Anything special about this leader? Special? He looked super ordinary. Oh, he was holding a black umbrella on a nice sunny day. The villagers I saw had no umbrella. They looked like normal, too. Never mind, I give up. You're not giving me much, but I can tell something isn't right. I'll think about it later. Follow me, I'll take you out of here. Huh? What are you two doing in the corner? Oh my god, they have food? Hold on, don't eat anything unclean. It's super yummy. You want a bite, Captain? Hey, get this black thing off my face, huh? It smells... Is it sweet potato? Yeah, it's a teeny weeny bit burnt, but the taste is still awesome. Rosa only baked 2. That's not enough. It's because the tiny stove can only bake 2 at a time. Captain, give yours to Lily. Why would there be sweet potatoes? Where did you find them? There's plenty over there. Just dig up a bit of soil and you'll find them. What are you doing, Lily? Don't dig up my sweet potatoes. I found them. Oh, it's mine now. Let's bake them. Be careful. Those monsters might smell it and come. Come fight me, Vodka Swordmaster. Winner takes all. Come fight me, Vodka Typhoon. Winner takes all. Oh my god. None of them is listening. Hush now. Monsters are coming. Rosa, idiot, you brought the monsters here. What? It's your noise that drew them here. It's frickin' twins. Keep the enemies with Lilia's quote-unquote help. Oh, okay, so we're controlling her and Lilia's gonna be there. Well, now we get to be dizzy. Get to spin. I like to spin. Hi, enemies. I'm going to spin. Wait, bananas? Why is there bananas falling? Are those supposed to be like sweet potatoes? Up. No, I'm getting dizzy. You know, as fun as spinning is, I miss using Delta. Infinite bombs. I love how these two are still fighting each other while fighting off the enemies. Oh. Hello, Zeke. Frickin' twins. Phew, finally made it out. Are you alright? Rosalia and Lilia lay still on the ground and gave me no reply. Hey, Rosalia, Lilia, are you alright? I'm starving. No stamina left. Can't move a finger now. Well, maybe you shouldn't have run around fighting like idiots. One sweet potato is not even an appetizer. I didn't bring my stove, and I can't bake more now. Get up, I'm sending you back to the Arch Imperator and Corsair Queen. How about this? I know a place where you can eat to your heart's content. Oh boy. Okay, that's fine. Again, I said this to Utopia earlier, but like the VOD's gonna be there, so you can still see it if you want to. But thanks for stopping in. Glad to know you're doing good today. And hearing the word eat, Rosalia and Lilia sprung up like a pair of freshly infected zombies. That's a that's a phrase. Where is it? I can still walk if it's not too far away. Munimburia. When we arrived, only a handful of soldiers stood guard at the gate, and sorrowful zither tunes echoed in the city. We found Kongmin lost in her thoughts behind the zither. She didn't even notice us until we came close. Captain, I knew you wouldn't die easily on me. I saw you ran over the cliff and I couldn't find anything left by you. I had to think that you can rest your worries now. I promised you to look after myself, didn't I? Captain, you're a reckless fool. Good night. Wake up, Rosalia. There's no sweet potato left. Are you biting your fingers? Rosalia and Lilia? After you disappeared, were you seeking them too? I'm starving. I can eat 2 horses now. They ran into monsters and got trapped in a valley near Jormungand and Imperia border. We're in war, and the best we have now is our emergency food supply. 2 big steam buns, 20 small ones, and fried dough sticks. Is this enough? That should do. I simply ignored the silent screams from Rosalia and Lilia. We're saved. Following Kongmin is the rightest choice. Kongming, we saw many Shixel and Jormungand soldiers on the way. Are they... They believe we have held their missing troops, and thus allied to fight us. We cannot hold them off. I've told Rita and Teresa to evacuate the citizens, but I didn't foresee your return. Forgive me for being blunt, but Kongmin, if you have some strategy to fend them off, now is the time to use it. Captain, what do you mean? Your intention is obvious. You plan to guard the empty city alone against thousands of armed and angry soldiers. It's the only way that works. Well, there must be other options you've considered. Yes. As you said, I do have another strategy. With the capital under siege, what's keeping you from acting decisively? You should know that nothing outweighs life. I know, and I also know mine is not the only life that matters. If the price for saving the city is thousands of innocent lives, would you still choose to follow through? My decision is final. I do have a formation to annihilate every human being around the city, but I've forsaken it. Taking thousands of lives hostage might compel the besiegers to retreat, but it would only justify their invasion, so this is the only way. In the setting sun, Kongmin overlooked the vacant city with her mournful but determined eyes. All went quiet, and even the twins gulping down their food felt something and raised their heads. I looked into their confused eyes. Kongmin, I may have a way to avoid the kingdom conflict. Jormungand and Shixel invade us because of the Hodo explosion. Snow melted and sea formed in the Snow Nation. Ocean receded and land rose in the pirate heaven. But the beast is not Imburia's fault, and they fight us because they believe Imburia diverted the damage to them. Yes. We don't know if it's an easy excuse for them to justify the invasion, or a true conviction of righteous revenge. But the spark that started the fire is the missing troops that never returned to their home kingdoms. Keep talking. What if survivors of the missing troops show up? You mean... Yes, someone gave me a list of all the soldiers sent to Imburia for aid. In the list, 2 names caught my attention. Vodka Typhoon and Vodka Swordmaster. They're Rosalia and Lilia's aliases. They were each sent to Shixel and Jormungand when the formation went wrong. I see. I noticed their disappearance, but at the moment, the situation required me to focus on the battle. Now that we can play the survivor cards, the fundamental justification behind their invasion does not stand anymore. This can at the very least secure us a negotiation with the besiegers. Rita told me the two aid forces were led by Vodka Typhoon and Vodka Swordmaster, but I never made the connection. Even so, it still puzzles me that the two kingdoms should put our feud aside and send the soldiers to our rescue. As for that, Lilia, tell us why. Lilia gobbled down a big steam bun and cleared her throat. The Arch-Imperator was hesitant about helping Imburia. After all, we have this Shixel first policy. But she told us the three kingdoms were leaves on the same branch, and Imburia's peril would be felt by all. I see, but even if negotiation is possible, the disastrous aftermath of the Hodo explosion won't be ignored. Put myself in their shoes, I'd never withdraw my siege simply because the misunderstanding has been cleared. About this, Kongmin, a private word, please. Lily, I think Captain Kongmin were staring at us all the time. Nothing serious. Let's get fed first. Oh, what are we doing this time and what's gonna go wrong? A few days later. Captain has been pacing back and forth for an eternity. He must be anxious. In 3 days since the letter was delivered, and still no reply from Allied forces, I'm worried that it's out of our hands now. Worrying doesn't help. Apart from the desert-munching twins over there, you're perhaps the only one who can still remain calm. Anxiety and impatience are the enemies of nurturing good character. Captain, read a book to restore your inner peace. I then heard a string of hasty footsteps coming close. Your Majesty, the Arch-Imperator and Corsair Queen have sent word. See, like I told you. She took the letter and opened it with a poker face. A few moments later, she put the letter away and looked at me. So? The next day, the command of the Allied forces. What? Should I inform the Grand Chancellor and Teresa-sama? No need. Tell them to continue the evacuation. It's a big gamble for us. If the negotiation goes south, you know what will happen. I know. Even if it comes to the worst, I can still earn some time for the evacuation. But you don't have to. Too late for me to go back away now. Let's finish what we started. After all, it's me that led Hodo into the sea and started the chain reaction. Besides, saving you is only part of my plan. Himiko and Fuhua also need my help. I still remember the dumbfounded me standing on the cold and blood-stained stairs before the palace. I wanted to scream, but my throat was too sore to allow it. I wanted to cry, but my eyes were filled up by the settled blood. I wanted to question the murderer, but her burning vengeance sealed my lips. In the end, even the murderer died in my arms. Like a drowned person desperately struggling to hold on to something, I tried to get to the bottom of the tragedies. Back then, I couldn't see the whole picture and write a happy ending for everyone. But it's all different now. Captain, let's go. Rosalia and Lilia, get prepared. Hongmin, I'll make it work. The command was set at the border of Jormungand and Imburia. The vanguard had sieged Moon Imburia, but the command was still at the border. That sent a very subtle message. The command was in a cave rather than a camp. That's part of the legacy left by Hodo's explosion. The snow on the great plains of Shixel had all melted, and half the kingdom went underwater. And the tide-riding pirates of Jormungand were turned into cave dwellers. It's not your fault, Captain. Hodo threatened all of the realm, and it's impossible to contain its damage. If you didn't lead Hodo into the sea, and I didn't activate the Guardian formation, we'd be seeing more miseries. I know all along, but still. A snort put an end to our conversation. We had already reached the depths of the cave. I looked around and found Jormungand trade commodities randomly piled up in the corners. The leaders of the Allied forces measured us up with cold eyes. On making eye contact, a trace of surprise flashed over each of their faces, but they soon resumed calm and fixated their unfriendly eyes on Kongmin. Well, well, the legendary first Grand Cirrus in the flesh. What an honor. You played us like a fiddle, Master Strategist. 1,000 years of wisdom on a little girl that couldn't look more than 12. Who'd have thought? You know I'm an elder, but you don't respect me as one. I've heard a lot about the heroic second Corsair Queen, but I have to say you turned out to be a disappointment. Enough. We're not here for petty arguments. Kongmin, you should have seen what you've done to Jormungand on the way here, and I have to applaud your courage waltzing in here with only 3 guards. Or maybe in your eyes we're no more than a pack of bandits that pose no threat to you. The last word, the Arch-Imperator threw a punch on the wall. The ground quaked and rubble fell. The cave trembled all under the impact. Arch-Imperator, your reputation has long preceded you, and I'd say it's well justified. I'll be candid, I have 2 goals. One is to prove my innocence, and the other is to ensure the Empire's survival. I'll be candid too. I'm afraid none of your wishes will be granted today. Corsair Queen, please remain calm. Shixel and Jormungand's sufferings all came from Hodo's explosion. But the beast is not Imburia's fault, and you're here because you believe Imburia diverted the damage to Jormungand. So what? I don't intend to question your judgment, but there was no such diversion. Captain, you're adding insult to injury. You're crossing the line here. If you fail to produce valid evidence, it takes remedy to convince you, not evidence. I fully understand your motivation to hold Imburia accountable. But what if Imburia is also a victim? That's a lie. Yes, Imburia suffered the first when Hodo broke loose, but we dispatched troops to your rescue as soon as we heard. How did our kindness repay us? Our soldiers are missing, and Hodo's explosion shifted the terrains of Jormungand and Shixel forever. While Imburia sustained some losses, your existence was never threatened. I say that's evidence enough. Please hear me out, Corsair Queen. Let me tell you the truth of why Imburia alone survived the Hodo explosion. Hodo is a ferocious beast I sealed 1,000 years ago with the help of my Imburian friends. For the past millennium, I've been reinforcing the seal, and I naturally understand the beast's rage towards Imburia. For insurance, I deployed the Guardian formation across Imburia during my early travels. Only I can activate the formation, and it's the only thing that kept Imburia from collapsing in the explosion. Still, I underestimated the beast. The formation deployed over centuries crumbled like paper in the explosion. If not so, you wouldn't be able to march to Imburia without much resistance. She is telling the truth. Don't fall for her lies. Her eyes tell me she is not lying. These are the eyes of a protector. But what about our missing soldiers? Where have they gone? It simply doesn't make sense. Like we said in the letter, the troops didn't reach Imburia, and our envoys didn't make it back. I personally received the Imburian envoy. He was with the dispatched Shixel soldiers. Same here. Yes, it happened on the way to Imburia. We are yet to figure out what exactly happened, but the survivors' words might carry some weight. If not for the survivors mentioned in your letter, we never would have this conversation. Rosalia and Lilia, tell us what you've been through. We were about to save Kongmin, but we ran into some villagers whose village was taken by monsters. But there were too many of these monsters, and we couldn't beat them. We got trapped here, and there's no way out. We met some villagers asking for help too. We wanted to help, but more monsters came at us. Villagers in both stories. That does sound suspicious. But how can we be sure the twins haven't betrayed us and made up the story? After the explosion, they're too stupid to do that. After the explosion, the Jormungand Sea dried up, and all ships were beached. The fishers had to abandon their homes and settle in the caves. At this time of year, the nights are still cold, and many of them have no shelter, no food. We've lost everything, but we have to live on. We were born fishers, and plowing the land isn't in our blood. How are we supposed to make a living then? Till now, most of our houses are flooded, and our farmland has all gone to waste. No crops can be grown again. The two kingdoms are living hells now. Just trade land. I think it would work better that way. The two kingdoms are living hells now. Even if you told the truth, we can't simply retreat and wait for death. I understand your rage and desperation, and that's why I told you. It takes remedy to convince you, not evidence. Please take a look at this. The Grand Cirrus has prepared a systematic relief plan to cope with the damages. Emburia will provide Shixel with the blueprint of the Wind Tower. Wind Tower? Yes, it can fasten evaporation and drainage. Meanwhile, Emburia will support the reconstruction with the latest tech. For Jormungand, please read this page, Corsair Queen. Emburia will provide 5,000 mobile houses to shelter the homeless. Mobile houses? Building a house takes months. I doubt you can really deliver. Please rest assured, Corsair Queen, this type of house is easy and fast to build, but can last long years. When did Emburia prepare all these? They sound like inventions from another world. No, they were not prepared for the occasion. The Grand Cirrus developed them long ago for the Terrari concert tour. Oh boy. The wind tower can drain off the water on rainy day. The mobile houses are for fans queuing up for a signature. If we can't feed our kingdoms, all your promises are no more than lip service. We have just the answer for that. The twins found a nourishing staple in the valley that ripes in 4 months. Rosalia, Lilia. Oh my god, are they eating them all? It's exactly what they're having. It's named a golden potato. There are some baked ones for you to taste. It smells good and tastes delicious. But we're out of time. Shixel would be a kingdom of corpses when it ripes. Don't worry, if our peace treaty goes through, Emburia will supply enough food to feed your people for 4 months. How much food do you think is needed to sustain for 4 months? Haha, that's ridiculous. How about 8 million tons? I signaled Colmine with a seemingly casual side glance, and she gave me a nod that it's almost unnoticeable. Fine, 8 million tons, not a gram short. What? Captain, this is not child's play. An empty promise will cost you dearly. I'd never play with fire when it comes to diplomacy. Besides, Emburia will dredge the watercourses in 3 years. We will unite. We'll build traffic hubs and lead international trade to prosperity. Emburia will also freely share the latest technology so that all 3 kingdoms can benefit equally from progress. If you sign the treaty today, peace and prosperity across the realm will become a reality in no time. What do you think, Arch Imperator? I need more convincing than sweet words. Before I could further explain, a huge boom sent the whole cave shivering with falling rocks. What happened? Thunderous monster roars were felt all through the cave, but the Arch Imperator and Corsair Queen didn't even blink. They're here again? I'll lead the soldiers to attack them from behind. These monsters are outrageous, never know when to give up. Today is the day for them to learn the hard lesson. Huh. Are these the monsters that held up the soldiers? Ooh. Aw. I wish I'd give you a choice. Maybe let you use both, but... You know, I never really cared that much for this skin, but now that I know the lore behind it, I kinda want it. Oh, you going that way? I go this way. And dead. Easy. Something is coming. Careful, Corsair Queen. Whoa, ice. Oh. Oops, I accidentally hit the ult early. Dirty energy. Charge attack. Hold. Charge attack. There we go. Easy. Love Himiko. I kind of regret getting Rita on this account. As much as Rita technically was the better choice, Himiko's just a fun and strong fire DPS. Okay. I think that's the last, like, normal mission, which means it's gonna be the big one next. With a mighty blow from the Corsair Queen, the monster bit the dust. Where were we just now? After the chaos, the cave became an even bigger mess. The Corsair Queen pulled over a crate and sat down casually. Well, you've all seen what Jormungand has turned into now. Captain's terms sound quite tempting, but they're too little, too late. We have a conclusion now, and there's no need to talk more. Guards, escort our guests. The Corsair Queen snapped her fingers, and the next moment we were surrounded by fierce-looking pirates. Wait. Corsair Queen, if another beast appears, how will you handle it then? Nonsense. Yama, Amorphous, Hodo, they are not wild animals you run into every day. Hold on, you mean there are other beasts like Hodo that may ravage the realm? It's one more. Captain saw it with his own eyes. Do you know why Captain would return here years later? I'm listening. Captain roamed the realm and visited a secluded place where writings on the cliff tell the legends of the 10 beasts. Oh god, there's 10 of them? Qiangqi, the first and fiercest of 10, has the resemblance of a tiger and eagle, descends every few centuries. Exactly. Have you two heard about this beast? It does exist. You've heard about it too? Yes. There are Shixel folktales that speak of a similar beast. Well then, the Arch Imperator must know how destructive the beast can be. After Hodo, I saw the ominous sign of a red moon. Hodo is only a harbinger of the true savagery. 1,000 years ago, Amberia slain Yama, Amorphous, and sealed Hodo. Kongming knows the beast better than everyone. You can overturn Amberia today, but when another beast comes, what will your chances be? And your missing soldiers are still trapped in the valley, and Buria can help find them if a deal is struck today. I understand you're fighting for your justice, but no one has anything to gain from this nasty war. The Arch Imperator and Corsair Queen both became silent. 10 whole bees. Hello, E. Can I count on you about the 8 million tons of rice in a month? You have my word. Well, if we don't see the food aid in a month, the treaty will be nullified and our rage will burn down everything. Fair enough, but you retreat tonight from Amberia. If we deliver on our end, you must fully honor the terms. Papers and brush pens were presented. The terms were written down and signed by the 3 parties. Well, that's it. I hope you can be trusted, founder of Amberia. Amberia will honor the pact. With the signed treaty, Kongmin and I left the command, and soon returned to Moon Amberia. Roamed the realm. Kongmin, I didn't know you were such an elegant liar. And the feeling is mutual. By the way, did you read some astrology books? Even I was almost fooled by you. Oh, I was simply imitating your way of speaking. You... Kongmin's fan hit my head before I could dodge. You got that much rice? Damn me. You're rich. That should put an end to it. Ah, my heart feels so much lighter now. A flurry of hurried footsteps sounded. I stopped and saw Rita and Teresa rushing over with worried faces. Your Majesty took too much risk venturing over the border. If we didn't make it on time. Well, we've returned, safe and sound. Kongmin led in front, while Rita and Teresa followed closely. I sighed softly in relief behind their backs. The guard told us you promised 8 million tons of rice in a month in exchange for peace. Is this true? 8 million tons? That's the entirety of our stock. How could we manage to feed our people then? In fact, I was about to explain when the robotic voice sounded again at this very inconvenient time. Countdown. 9 seconds, teleportation terminating. What? Not again. Not now. Overwhelming blankness took away my consciousness in no time. The last image I saw was their silhouettes under the high moon. God damn it, Tesla, you have bad timing. What's gonna go wrong this time? Does this mean we're gonna be back under the tree? Or are we gonna be where we left off? So we'll be in the city. My consciousness came back. I heard scattered footsteps and I saw the almost too familiar wooden screen. Some handmaids passed by. I wobbled to get on my feet and tried to ask them what happened. Excuse me, is Kongmin? No one paid me any heed. They rushed past with anxious faces. No, Kongmin is not. A strong faintness overwhelmed me. I took a deep breath and began to sprint for the central palace. My head was a mess. I couldn't help thinking about what I had done wrong and how could I make it right. It's a long, long way. When I finally reached my hand out to the door, my hand was quivering all over. That's enough. I won't be able to lift my legs with this on. Should we try? I wanted to try it too. Loud laughters came from behind the door. I pushed the door open, not knowing what to expect. Are they getting dressed? Is the captain about to get his ass kicked? Captain? Where have you been? Why are you all so surprised? What happened? Mannerless fool, you left without a word, and now you swagger in like nothing has happened. The four of us were taking a walk, and you simply vanished in a puff of smoke. You could have given us a notice. Your transgression and insolence call for proper punishment. Waterboarding, public shaming, or flogging. What's on your mind, Your Majesty? Oh, there's no way they're actually going to end today with a happy ending, right? Are they going to cliffhanger us with the other monster actually showing up? Rita gave me a wicked smile, and Kongmin studied my reactions with great curiosity. Wait, what? Never mind. Since you've returned, I'll graciously forgive your misconduct. I love Kongmin's expressions. Well, Your Majesty certainly wasn't gracious when you were stomping the floor for Captain's missing earlier. It never happened. The heck, waterboarding? Looks like Captain is spared then. Come on, you weren't being serious, right? Rita, let's follow through the plan. Sure. Captain, please excuse us for a moment. What plan? They retreated to the inner room. After a flurry of chuckles, Kongmin's voice passed over. Wait, Rita, I'm not wearing this flower. It's too childish. Your Majesty, it's the latest fashion. It complements your dress like nothing else. Here, let me do it for you. Look how fabulous you are. Your Majesty, why are you blushing? Please be still, Your Majesty. No, it's tickling. When I couldn't be more confused, Rita let out a soft chuckle again. Alright, it's finished. Captain, take a guess now. Which is Kongmin? Yeah, tell us. Stop teasing Captain now. It's almost time. Fine, I'll get dressed. Captain, how does it look on me? No. No, I was lost for words. This dress is specially tailored for Chishi. Captain, you're so insensitive. It looks very nice, actually. Never mind. I don't care about your opinion. Still, you have no excuse to be unprepared for the special occasion. It's funny, it's not a surprise to us. We're speechless because we've seen her in the outfit already. The left one, clearly. Wrong, it was the right one. As Kongmin spoke, she fixed a jade amulet to my belt. This would do for now. It's time to set off. They swapped outfits. Where to? Why, the Lantern Fair, of course. We'll watch the Lantern Show and pray for good fortune with the people of Imburia. Let's go, Captain. What happened with the whole deal? It's summer evening of refreshing breezes, and we arrived at the Star Pavilion in fast wagons. Every house was decorated with colored glazed lanterns, and the children were running around the corners with pinwheels. We're seeing a lot of new and beautiful lanterns tonight. Yes, a few days ago the craftsman came, and he is said to be a master of lanterns. Maybe we can invite him to the palace. True. Technically, though, both of these characters are the same person, quote unquote. In the main story, anyway, it's just different costumes of them. But essentially, this is like an alternate timeline. The one on the left, essentially, there was a really stupid genie, and when the genie was told they wanted their kingdom to prosper, the genie just said, oh, well, the leaders right now are really good, so if they never die, the kingdom will prosper. So the girl on the left, who was the leader, was made immortal. So she's lived for 1,000 years. And I'm pretty sure Teresa on the right, that looks just like her, is probably like her daughter. At least that's my guess. I have no idea. I'm confused by that part. Technically, you were right, yes. That won't be necessary. A river of lanterns flew with the passing crowds. The three girls were having a rarely good time in the festive scene, but for me everything looked unreal. It's all too good to be true. How are things going with Jormungand and Schicksal? Thanks to Captain, trade has opened up, and the three kingdoms are entering mutual beneficial relationship. We handed out seed rice to the farmers on the Peace Talk Day, and exactly 1 month later, new crops were harvested. Well, the credit goes to the boosted crop developed by Kongmin. It ripens in a month. That's mind-blowing magic. Kongmin-sama came up with a lot of new stuff at the ruins, and the Imperial Repository almost can't hold them all. There's a use for each and every one of them. As we spoke, the wagons had taken us to the center of the moon of Buria. A wooden tower stood out among all the shops and houses. Numerous lanterns danced to the rhythm of the wind. That's probably the Star Pavilion they talked about. Are you looking at the tall building over there? That's where the prayers will be held tonight. Prayers? It's a tradition of the Empire. Every Chishi night, people parade the city and pray for happiness and prosperity. In my eyes, these festivals are only meant to serve people's selfish desires. We eat tangwang on Lantern Festival and climb mountains on Double Ninth. Must-do activities for every festival. Keeps the mood up, though. Kongmin supported her head with one hand and checked the passing crowds with indifferent, tired eyes. Festivals must be a really sad thing the past 2 years. In a lot of countries, just COVID probably prevents a lot of them from happening. Well, even so, these special days do give us a reason to reunite for a pleasant time, don't they? In the festive atmosphere, even normal views and mundane activities may bring a fresh taste. Is it so? Kongmin tutted in disapproval, and I turned away from the awkwardness. The wagons came to a stop shortly. We've arrived. With Imperial guards lined up on the side, Kongmin walked Rita and Teresa to the Star Pavilion. I'll leave it to you two. Sure, we can handle it. Are you sure not to come along? Citizens of Moon and Buria heard your return and would be honored by your presence. The truth is, the long years at the altar have washed away my memory of the ceremony. Teresa can host it better. As you wish, then. Please take care of Her Majesty, Captain. Rita and Teresa can have all the overly sophisticated ceremony and speeches, while we join the crowd to have some fun. Aww. The next moment I was forcibly dragged by Kongmin into the sea of people. So many people here to see the boat parade. Good thing they're all high-tailed boats today. I can at least see the orchid lanterns hanging at the stern. Why don't you sit on my shoulders and see the whole picture? No sooner had I finished my words than a fan slap hit my shoulder. The parade is for people like you who haven't seen much of the world, and I've seen every single year. but the childlike joy on her face betrayed her pretended poise. Her eyes could hardly leave the lanterns.
啊，那是凤家庄的铺
Hey,
子
it's the
吗？
thumbnail. I
我想
picked
吃
a
红
good
豆豆
one.
坛了，还有糖葫芦。
It's Fang's sweet shop. I want red bean mochi and sugar haws. She's such a child. I thought you'd been here many times and you must have had plenty of these
正是
before.
因为我来过很多次，
Sure, and that's
所以
why I
才
know
知
what
道
tastes
哪个
good
好吃，
and what
哪个不
doesn't.
好吃。还有，在
And
这
you
七
got
夕
to
节
taste
日上，
Smiley
必
Face
须得尝尝
at
香
the
叶。
Chishi Fair,
那
a
油面
grand
糖蜜
parade
可
of
是裹
oil,
得真
flour,
甜，
sugar, and
虽
honey.
然有些粘牙。
Yeah, I got it. Tell me what you want, and I'll go get them for you.
奶
Sweet
糖
milky
圆子、橙
balls
砂
and
坛
red
子各
bean
3个，
mochi, 3 of
桂
each.
花糕一
Osmanthus
块，多撒
pudding,
白糖。
double sugar, and
别
2
忘了
roving.
去转角小毛孩那里烧烧乳饼2副，只有他家的最好吃。
She's not much different from the twins at moments like this. Can you really stomach that much? Wait, have you finished? Hongmin looked up at me, pointed at the crystal cake stand, and began to play cute with her big watery eyes.
刺客先生，
Mr.
我要那
Assassin,
个，
please.
给我买。
Yeah, why not, huh? What did you just call me? Hongmin ignored me, handed me all the desserts, and before I got a firm grip, she had dragged me to the next shop. She keeps remembering, she keeps realizing who we are.
那边有
Hey,
捏糖瓤
sugar
的，
figures over there.
快走
Come
快
on,
走，
before
再
there's
不快
nothing
点就
left
卖
for
光。
us. Weird. This is weird. Yes, she's unmistakably Kongmin, but right now she feels insanely different. Is it the festive atmosphere? Well, I certainly won't mind if her happy-go-lucky side can last.
这样你就满意了吧？
Are you happy now? Happy? What?
之前你一脸
I
闷闷
couldn't
不乐的
stand your
样
long
子，
face all the
我被实
way,
在
so I
忍不住，
decided to tease
就
you
一
a
时兴
bit.
起逗逗你。看你这么开心，
Now you're grinning
该不
like
会
an
是当
idiot.
真
I
了吧？
hope you're not getting any wrong ideas. She did it for us. Oh. Hongmin unfolded her paper cover of the freshly steamed bun, blew it slightly colder, then began to enjoy it. Underneath the flower lanterns, her face had a rosy sheen that could easily be mistaken for a flush. Come on, the happier one of us is, definitely.
是谁？你说
Who?
说是谁
Who
呀？
is it? Hongmin's cold gaze froze my tongue. Oh, the sugar figures are ready. The 2 shining sugar figures handed over by the master came to my rescue and diverted Kongmin's attention. 2 funny-looking sugar figures, to be honest. Kongmin couldn't help but burst out into laughter. Hey, drop that look. You're not thinking these 2 figures look like us, are you?
我说像就像，
They are in
走吧，
our likeness
我们去
because I
那边
say
看看。
so. Now let's check out the other side. Kongmin nipped at the figure while watching the lanterns, and I was following her closely with 2 hands full. As the parade fleet roamed by, thousands of lanterns lit up the sky like stars. The whole world had gone festive. Lanterns, fabulous lanterns at reasonable prices. With bells tinkling, a lantern craftsman holding a black umbrella chanted as he passed us by. Oh no. Ah, this doesn't sound good. Is this lantern guy setting a trap? That must be the lantern master Teresa talked about. These lanterns look really nice, but I feel something is lacking. What? You expect them to fly like birds? No, it's not what I mean. Well, that wouldn't be too hard, Captain. Are you up for a little challenge? I guess. What is it? Hongmin turned around and her eyes shone bright like stars. We'll make a lantern that can fly like a bird. I'm worried. This has been cute and happy, and I know the event isn't over. The twins described the quote-unquote mayor of that town that trapped the soldiers as a guy with a black umbrella. Oh no. What now?
诸君，请随我出战。
Already got paper and rosin. Let's get some bamboos.
在那边吗？好过去。
I swear to God, if we go back to the town and the town's on fire...
跟我来，在那边吗？好，好，好，好，呀，好，呀，呀，好，好，好，呀，好，呀，好，好，好，呀，好，呀，呀，好，跟我来。
What is
偶
it?
尔徒步行进倒也不错。
Why would you want to make a sky lantern all of a sudden? Is it also Kishi tradition? Of course not. It's just... I just thought of an old promise. Okay, I was curious if there was anything hidden. Lantern guy's gonna hit you with the umbrella. Maybe! It's a game sometimes. Yeah, it is a game, not just story.
偶尔徒步行进倒也不错。
Well, not allowed picking that up yet. You know what, screw it. All of you get over here.
除凶去殃。
Let me check how many bamboos we've already collected. Let's get some more. Oh.
在那边吗？
What? Why is it blocked there? That's a weird place for them to
在
block
那
it.
边吗？
These should be enough. Thank you, Captain. And whittle the bamboos into thin sheets. We'll be needing them for the skins. 跟我来。 What exactly are you fight? I don't know why we're fight. I think they're just making us fight for something to do in this mission. The people here, technically they're zombies, but I don't think there's actually zombies here. I think this is just a case of, oh, you're playing a game, so let's give you some gameplay, instead of just running around picking on things. Because it doesn't really make sense for them to actually fight right now.
战局千变，皆在无被预料之中。
What was said? I am noticing, I think my thing was... This place is beautiful. Let's make a sky lantern here, Captain. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, what's happening? I'm worried. Hongmin spread the thin paper, cropped it into 5 equal parts, and carefully placed them on bamboo threads. I would rather not, because I know that kind of trap for streamers. I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, but I don't think it's that. Hongmin spread... Oh, okay, I said with that one. Yeah, it's an issue that was really common in the early parts of this game's story. Especially like the first 5 chapters or so. They get better eventually, where you're only fighting when you're actually supposed to fight. But some of the early chapters, it's like you're fighting your friends as mini-bosses, and you're not actually fighting your friends in the story. It was just they needed something to put there for gameplay. Thankfully they've learned, they've gotten a lot better, but yeah. This is a really old event. This was an event that happened... I think 4.0 was the patch, and it was in the 4.0 and onwards was when they were really starting to get a lot better with the content. Events still had the problem. The main story, they fixed it around 3.0. But I mean, it makes sense. You're making an event. You have to make people do something, right? But it's been a long time since I did this. I'm not sure if I can still make it work. It will fly. Technically, as long as the paper holds and the rosin burns, it can keep ascending. Hongmin squinted at me and chuckled. I could only recite more of the high school physics I learned to sound right. The look on your face is precious when you try to explain something like a teacher. But tonight is the last night you stay here, right? You have a problem with the game? Is it the problem we were talking about, or... Huh. I didn't say so. You said nothing, but it's written all over your face. I've been working on my formation these 3 months, with the hope of sending you back to your world. I knew you'd leave someday, but it's much sooner than I expected. Yeah, you're collecting things, but I guess they just felt the need that you need combat. Because it's an action game, you need to throw combat into the story. I don't know. I feel like they could just add some more story or more interesting elements to the collection, whatever, but I'm sure someone would complain if there was no fighting. Alright, we might as well enjoy the last night. Also, I just realized I don't have chat set properly. There wasn't any bots that got through earlier, was there? No. Good. We have a lantern fair every year, but this time is different. Captain, can you see the tower over there? In a while, Rita and Teresa will ascend the tower and hold prayers for good fortune shared by all of Imburia. I followed Kongmin's eyes and found the majestic tower. Captain, do you think our prayers will reach the stars, thousands of miles above us? I didn't know the answer, but Kongmin didn't seem to mind either. She adjusted the skeleton so the lantern can fly. It's done. Maybe you can write a wish on the sky lantern, and it will bring your wish to the stars. The lantern fire twinkled like a star, putting a soft glow on her somewhat wistful face. She handed the lantern to me. Do you have a wish to write on the lantern? Huh? For real? Let me think. I think it is part of the celebration. Maybe the festive atmosphere does indeed make it special. That sounds familiar. Alright, I won't tease you anymore. Take your time while I return to the Star Pavilion for a brush pen. I'll go with you. No need, I'll take the shortcut and be back soon. Besides, you can't walk fast holding a lantern in the crowds. Just wait for me here and I'll be back before you know it. Oh no. Kongmin smiled as she walked across the timber bridge and disappeared into the bamboo grove. What should my wish be? World peace? Nah, that's too original. Safely back to the Hyperion? That sounds better. Forget it. No need to take this seriously. It won't grant my wish like the golem. But what took Kongmin so long? I'll go find her. Took the shortcut to the city, with my hands protecting the lantern from the crowds and my eyes searching for her. Noises from the fair passed over. On the ornate tower, tens of hanged flower lanterns were dancing with the wind. But the next instant... beams tumbled and the Star Pavilion was set on fire. The sparks hit the trees nearby and the city turned red. I began to sprint. Heavy smoke engulfed the city and the blissful Chishi Lantern Fair turned into a disaster movie. The block around the tower was full of wooden structures, and that allowed the fire to run wild unstoppably. Kongmin, Rita, Teresa. Stay clear, the area is locked down to contain the fire. Do not approach. Have you seen Kongmin? The guards are searching. Are you sure Her Majesty is here? She returned to the Star Pavilion for a pen. Let me through, I'll find her. No, you shall not pass. Let me go. The guards blocked my path and held my arms. I wriggled free and dashed to the fire. Kongmin. As I ran into a wall of fire and tried to get around it, a burnt-out beam crumbled and hit hard on my back. But I could feel no pain, as if all my senses had been severed. All I could hear was their names ringing in my head. I will save you, each and every one of you. Step back. Do you have a death wish or something? The tower is on fire and no one can make it out. We found lots of explosives southwest of the tower. Someone may have planted them. Watch out. Back off. Back off. Everybody back off. No one can make it out. Lots of explosives. Cries, screams, and other noises surged into my ears, but my world had quieted down into absolute silence. I thought I had directed history to a happy ending, but everything I built fell apart in a wink, like a house of cards. It's collapsing. Run. Keep away from it. The crowds rushed by and pushed me away from the fire. I reached my hand out, but the only thing I caught was air. No, it's not over. It can't be over yet. Miss Iron Fist, if I can find her, there's still a chance to turn it around. The crowds were in my way, the guards were in my way, the fire was in my way. Something intangible was holding me back like a rising tide. I had no choice but to throw myself headfirst into it. I grabbed the rail on the side to steady myself and slowly pushed myself against the crowds. Having passed the guards, I began to make a desperate run to the central palace. If I had known it earlier, if I had stopped Kongmin from returning to Star Pavilion, if I disarmed the bombs, But I can still turn back time and make things right. The fire had not reached Kongmin's room, and I fumbled my way to Miss Iron Fist in the dense smoke. Like a desert traveler finding a bottle of water, I clung to her cold metal fists without any care for the electric shock. Positioning anchor, complete, initiating transfer. This time I'll make it right. This time I'll save everyone. In my blurred vision, a burning crossbeam fell down over my head. Everything went to dust in the sea of fire. Could you imagine having that pressure, knowing you can go back in time, and just constantly telling yourself, oh, I can save people, I can save people, I can do it, I've done it before, I can do it again. That's so much pressure. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I knew there was something suspicious about that town, and as soon as they mentioned the umbrella, it was clearly the guy doing the lanterns. Oh my gosh. I didn't go to the lantern fair tonight. I caught a bad cold during the northern expedition years ago. Seemed to be suffering a relapse these days. Rita forced me to stay in bed. The festive noises from the fair and the fact I could not be a part of it tormented me. Just when I was hatching a scheme to distract the bodyguard and sneak out. Wah! Bad. Rita suddenly came back with some red bean mochi. They didn't taste like the ones from Feng's sweet shop that I used to have. She must have made them herself. I'm not surprised. Rita's mochi tastes even better. Aww. I'm pretty sure all these notes are from Teresa, not from Kongmin. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're from Teresa. But I only have 3 dailies. Is there any other way? What do the things look like again for the dailies? They look like cubes. These EXs give anything else? No. And there was no cutscene this time, actually, now that I think about it. The last 2 had cutscenes, this one didn't. And where's the shop? I'm really doubtful, but I would love it if they added the daily currency to the shop, even if it was for crystals, just so I can guaranteed finish the event. Because it still really bothers me that I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the event. But let's get upgrades for her. Jeez, that's expensive. I'm going to need to try and get those, but 10, 20, I can't quite get that. I could get all these, but I'll leave it until I have more. Album is just gonna be what everything I've already seen. I do still need to do the EXs. I don't know if I know they give achievements, but suggested level 9 or 12. Is this one going to be recommended 12 because that's what you need to get this chapter unlocked? 15, so it wants me to do 3 more. Could do 3 more. And then I do still need to do the tutorial. I don't know if you get anything for doing the tutorial, but why not? I'm gonna do, because I do still have 3 more energized daily. I'll do the 3 more energized daily. Actually, I can't, can I? I can only do 2. Darn. I guess it'll have to do. I'll do the 2 energized dailies. We can do the tutorial, and then I'll do the EX fights. And then I think I'm gonna go lie down for a bit, because very, very tired. Why are you over there? What are you doing over there? Hi, here, have this. Easy. Never did find out what Autumn's problem with the game was. There's a few. I'm not gonna act like it's a perfect game. But for me, the things that... To me, what makes a good game, something that I want to play, it has to have a good story. If it doesn't have a good story, if I can't connect to the characters, I'm not going to enjoy it. Like, I guess that's true. It doesn't need to have a good story. The characters have to be well developed. Like, I think a good example of this, I've been playing a lot of fighting games lately, and Strive's story I know nothing about. As far as I know, it's just a movie. I should probably watch it at some point. But I've never seen any of Guilty Gear Strive's story, or any Guilty Gear story. But I have read up on the backstory of my favorite character, which is Ramlethal, and I love the story. And I love just the basic personality and how she's developed and whatnot. And I'm sure if I went through the story, I'd get to know that better. But that kind of thing, to me, is more important. And MiHoYo does a pretty good job, usually, of developing their characters. The other really important thing, obviously, is just gameplay. It has to be enjoyable to play and not feel horrible. It's why I don't play Genshin as much. A lot of the characters in Genshin, they don't feel satisfying to play. They don't hit very hard, they don't do much. Unless you are a whale and have like C6 whatever. But Genshin's gameplay is just not that enjoyable. Even if the characters are well developed, it's really hard for me to motivate myself to play it a lot. And yeah, I'd agree too. I don't know that much about the story. The funny thing is, the fighting game I've probably played the least. Actually, that might have changed because I practiced it a lot this weekend. But I've been playing a lot of Central Fiction because I got an arcade stick over the weekend. And I've been reading into the backstory of my favorite character, and I'm learning the characters' stories in this game are very intertwined, so looking up the character I like's backstory told me about like 10 different characters' backstories. And holy crap, it sounds like BlazBlue actually has a really good story and like lore. I don't know if the actual story modes are well done. I don't know if the story is any good, but the lore in the game and the backstory of the characters is crazy. And it seems heartbreaking. But it's almost to the point I'm actually tempted to play the story on stream because I'm curious if it's good. But then if it's bad, then I'm gonna be upset with myself for playing it on stream. The inputs are really difficult. BlazBlue is really busy on inputs, but the characters are so interesting. I love the characters in that one. Every one of them plays totally different. I've been playing a lot of Lambda. I like Lambda. I'm not sure how to use her gravity field. I'm gonna have to look up combos and stuff. Maybe just do the tutorial mode, but I actually haven't sat here long enough to hear the full version of the song. It's so pretty. I wonder if I have this. Maybe it's in the Onward album. I'll have to look through the album. I'm not actually sure which song this is. But yeah, the only thing I can say when it comes to BlazBlue though, looking up the story, it is a dark, dark story. There's a lot of really messed up things happening with the characters. And the characters that are supposed to be villains, I feel sorry for, and a lot of the characters that are supposed to be heroes, I hate. Like, the story is so messed up when you read into it. Yeah, it seems like it's more of a veterans fighting game, but at the same time, because I'm using a fighting stick, because it's more difficult, it's helping me learn to use the fighting stick faster because I have to use it more. Whereas Strive, the inputs are a lot more basic. So I'm kind of liking practicing in BlazBlue a little more than Strive. Even though I'm sure I will get better at Strive faster.
希尔会和大家一起战斗的。终结技能解禁，Fire！卡罗尔报道！地球扩延拳！嘿，不许你伤害希尔的朋友。和我一起战斗吧！是是是。
There we go. Yeah, Strive is pretty beginner friendly. I like it. I've played a few characters in Strive. I still like Remlethal the most, but I've been enjoying it. Ooh. Yeah, in Strive, half circle is definitely probably the hard. I don't know, I guess it depends on the person and what you're doing. A half circle is definitely awkward on like a D-pad. But it depends if you play D-pad or thumbstick, I guess. Because I know on a D-pad, like a DP input, the Z input is really easy, but on a joystick, it's really annoying. On the arcade stick, it's easy. I've gotten used to it, but unless you set a very big dead zone and a very dexterous thumb, getting that motion can be annoying. All of them are locked. But yeah, no, and then you go to frickin' holds like the charging attacks. I haven't played any charge characters. I know Bree really likes the charge characters, but I know in BlazBlue I was just looking at characters and there was one character I kinda liked, Bullet. And she kind of had this whole heat mechanic, and she had an attack where she'll lock onto someone and just dash to them instantly. And I thought it was a cool mechanic, and then I looked up her supers. Her super is a 7-circle combo. 7 circles. I think it was... Was it 2-circle A, 2-circle D, 3-circle D? I saw that combo, my jaw dropped, and I just put the character down. It's just like, nah, this isn't for me. I'm never gonna be able to pull that off on a stick. I guess that's fair. It sometimes works. I don't remember which game. I think it was in BlazBlue that when I tried to do that, sometimes it would do the quarter circle attack instead. But yeah, no, the 7-circle thing, nope. Nope, not doing 7 circles. That was just ridiculous. There's a few interesting ones. There was one that was like... I think the only way I can properly describe this is with numpad, but it was like a down left, like a 1, then it was a half circle, and then it was a down right 3. I can't remember whose super that was, but it was an interesting input. It wasn't too hard once you practiced it, but interesting. Oh, and no one else? No one else. Okay. I have no idea what this tutorial is. I have no idea if there's story or anything. I usually just open up the command lists to see. Oh, it's just teaching me the two characters? Okay. Combo attack. 1, 2, 3. Ding. Doesn't even let me finish it. Yeah, I know how to do that. Oh, it's gonna demonstrate it for me. 3, charge. Ding. That's what I just did. Oh, whoops. Fail. I hate this because it's not actually 3 and then hold, and this is confusing me. You just hold the third one. Oh, it wants me to do ultimate. Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, you can move. What? I didn't even get hit. I dodged it. There we go. Magic circle. Oh, that's so cool. I actually haven't seen this skin too much in combat. But it's really cool to see her, like, stand, her ghost thing, is just like a samurai. That's cool. That's fair. I don't usually think in numpad, I will just think, like, down left, quarter circle, half circle, down right. I've just had to learn how to read numpad notation, because if I try to look up combos for a character, then it's gonna be like that. Because I would like to actually get really good at some of the games, which I'm gonna have to look up combos to do, because I'm not the type of person that can just look at a moveset and say, oh, I could probably string these together. I might be able to do 2 or 3 moves. I'm not going to be able to come up with something like a big 10-hit combo. There's no way. I can't plan like that. Okay, what's this tutorial? Oh, is this going to be about her using her abilities off the field? Hack the enemies to gain hexagram. Okay, I get it. Gotta get 10. 6, 7, 8. 8. There we go. 9. 10. At 10 hexagram, tap Starlit Astrologos icon to trigger QT without switching her in. They told me this so fast that the QTE icon isn't even active. I don't think I'd really plan to go in any big tournaments or anything. I don't care about that. The kind of games I'm usually good at are games that involve muscle memory. I'm really bad at, like, too much reaction time or precision. Just get me something where I master a combo, I master the muscle memory of a combo, and I can just do that to do well. It's what I liked about an old class in Final Fantasy, and they kind of got rid of it. Yeah, I agree. I think Bree could be really, really good at fighting games if she put her time into it. But yeah, to me, I just like things that I can muscle memory my way through, and fighting games are definitely that. There's definitely some reaction time stuff that I'm not good at. Perfect blocking and countering certain things, punishing stuff I'm not the best at. But the basic concept of a fighting game suits me really well, so I enjoy them for that. So I want to try getting better at it, especially now that netcode is getting better. Because when I was a kid, I played a lot of fighting games, but that was on consoles with no online, and all my friends stopped playing, so CPUs get very boring very quickly. Ow, you punched me, you jerk. Oh, it started me with some, thank god. You can still switch character during Starlit Astro... Is QTE. Okay, yeah, this is just a tutorial of the character. I know how to play the character, but whatever. Starlit Ashflows can unleash ultimate after using QTE. During Starlit Ashflows QTE, with enough SP, tap her icon again to unleash her ultimate. In a tornado! I want to use this ultimate. Chink!
战场清扫完成，请指示。
Oh yeah, it feels so nice with rollback. It feels so much nicer. Because I know when me and Bree were playing Skullgirls together, and this was like 2 years ago, but we were playing Skullgirls, I was already really bad at the game because I hadn't played a fighting game in years. But on top of that, with the really clumsy netcode, it just felt really off. Like I couldn't time my abilities. That's fair. Yeah, and that's honestly probably why I don't like Smash or like platform fighters. I enjoy messing around in them with friends sometimes as just like a party game. Same as like Mario Party, but I could never try to get good at a platform fighter like that. It's just not my style. Oh, is this gonna be a full combo?
诸君，请随我出战。
Nope, it's just use what you've learned.
你中计了，重力压制 ，fire， shoot， 到我了。跟上我，走这边。荣光与我同在。你还差了点。你还差了点。 任务完成，该去下一个地点了。
Yeah, it'd be interesting to try the game again. I'm kind of curious how it would feel with a arcade stick. I know not quite what that game was designed for, but could try. Well, try doing the EXs now. See how these go. Do I have options? Nope. Okay. Captain level too low? It's trials. What do you mean captain level too low?
诸君，请随我出战，在那边吧。
Defeat all enemies before it ends. What? Oh, do I start it by going in here? Didn't even get to use ultimate anyway. It was I mean, I'm sure it's playable. Yeah, I just feel like using the arcade stick in more games, even if it's a fighting game that isn't designed for it, or say like playing old emulators with games that aren't designed for a fight stick, but they're designed for old school controllers, just to get the muscle memory down, get used to using the controller. So that's my biggest issue right now. Sometimes I'll try hitting like left or right and I'm hitting a diagonal instead just because I'm not used to it. Hello, Sakura. Unfortunately, you missed most of the story. I'm just doing EXs right now. I did get through the story and it kind of broke my heart. We got to a happy ending and then everything was on fire. But, yeah. I might do this more tomorrow. I might do it more on Wednesday. I'm not sure. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do part 5, the final part, so I am probably going to just watch it on stream, find a video of the story, and we can watch it together on stream. Because I really don't want to miss any of this story. The story's been really good. Such a good event.
诸君，请随我出战。在那边吗？
Oh, let me dodge something.
跟我来，你中计了。
There we go.
游戏结束 ，Fire！ 希儿，不许你伤害希儿的朋友。把我中一藏吧。接着。
Is the boss. There we go, full buff. How much did I spend on my stick? American, it was roughly 90. But obviously Canadian and taxes and stuff, it was like 130. But I got a Chamba drone. It's one of the cheaper sticks you can get. It's all plastic, but it's moddable, so you can replace the buttons, you can replace the stick. The stick is kind of limited as far as I've heard, because the inside of the case doesn't have much room for it. So as far as I know, the only brand that really works in the Chamba drone is a Sanwa, which is the like premium Japanese ones. But as far as I know, Korean sticks don't really fit in it. Okay, one more, and this one might be a little harder because it says I have to be level 15 and I'm level 14. So we'll see how it goes. Ooh, I like this team though. This team's fun.
诸君，请随我出战，跟我来。
Continually restores HP until it rises to fit. Oh gosh, darn it, the boss is gonna heal. Please let me grab that. Oh, I missed it. do this character. Do this.
Fire. Fire. 到我了，苏醒吧，荣耀的捍卫者！你还差了点。
Bigger damage out, hopefully. Jeez, I didn't think one level would make this big of a difference.
你还差了点。
How much does she have left? Decent bit of it. One more. I don't think her spear does anything special in her ult, but... Oh no, I broke the combo. Jeez, it really does just keep regenerating health. I should just let it heal. Heal to half. Wait, that is not going just to half. It said it would heal to half. It's healing way higher than half. Yeah, how do you... Something tells me I just don't have the level for this. Oh, ran out of time. Oh, and dead. And it's still healing. The tooltip said that it would heal to 50% and then stop. Like, is it just gonna keep healing? I'm kinda confused how that one works. So it does also say 15. What do I get at 15? Oh, that's not fair. I'm actually not sure, because I do know a lot of arcade machines in North America used like a bat top similar to Korean sticks. I don't know what the actual stick was. It's very likely, because a lot of the games came from Japan, that they were Japanese sticks. But I remember a lot of arcades, instead of having the ball top, they had just like a bat. But I mean, that is just an option thing that some people preferred. But yeah, looking at this, that was very much intended to not be very possible. I'm supposed to hit 15 so that I can nerf the healing. I got really close though. I almost got to the last health bar before she died. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try again at that one. Oh, that one was painful. How's my currency? I got a decent bit more. I can get all this. I think I can get all both these. I'll do that. Grab all that. Oops, meant to grab all of them. Here we go. And then the last thing I really care about is trying to get all these, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get everything, but I'll try. Oh, upgrades. Who has upgrades? Carol has upgrades. S1. I'll get her to SS eventually. She is so fun to play, so she's worth the upgrades. Oh, and there's other stuff to grab, because I've been doing these. But yeah, there's 2 more parts, and I don't think I'm gonna get to do against the current. Oh, it really... it really upsets me that I'm not gonna be able to finish it just because of the stupid way they designed it. I wish they thought more about how they designed this story. Having, like, multiple time barriers... It's just, you don't need to slow people down that much. But unfortunately we didn't get any more crystals, so not gonna be able to do any more polls today. Maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever I play again. Because as much as I might not be able to finish the whole story myself, I do have enough time that I can unlock the next one. Tomorrow I'll be able to do, because let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of the short ones. So I can do all 4 of those tomorrow, and that'll get me to 100%. And then either tomorrow or Wednesday I can stream it. I will try to get as much done as I can, but I will probably have to go look for a video, so I'll probably do that after stream today. Is there anything else to get done? This ain't enough crystals. I would have to be insanely lucky and get... No, even if I got both of those, I don't think I could. I would have to get both of those and finish something from here. And that's just not happening. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I was gonna do Elysian Realm, but my sleep schedule is so screwed up, I need some rest. I hope you guys enjoy the story and enjoy hanging out. It was nice chatting with people. Thanks for chatting with about fighting games with me, E. But yeah. As usual, anyone that's new here, I do have a Discord server and Twitter linked down below in the description. It's where I announce all my streams and keep up with everybody. If you'd like to keep up, I suggest you follow those. And otherwise, I love you guys, and I will see you guys for sure tomorrow night. I don't know about tomorrow during the day, but tomorrow night we have more raiding to do. Time to ruin my sleep schedule even more. Try and re-clear all the savage fights. See you then, guys. Love ya. Ah.